So that's, so the brother just read what you had about Psalms 147. He didn't show the judgments and law, statutes, and commandments to these other nations. He have only dealt so with the nation of Israel. So how is the Lord going to come and forgive the world for their sins, for their breaking of the law, and they never was given a law?
Exactly.
You know? Who the world even called Jesus Christ came on the earth over 2,000 years ago and died on the cross for the Israelites. He ain't come for the whole world. If you know, now let's bring out what you got out. Before you bring that out, get that scripture we had, bro. And Ecclesiastes 12.
Right, this is Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, we done already.
Ecclesiastes.
Because we were talking about, blessed is he that read it. Well, the brother was bringing out that scripture, right? Blessed is he that read it and hears the words of this prophecy. So I was saying it ain't, it ain't talking about reading anything. It's talking about reading this Bible, Because people think, and they even teach this in this society that read a lot of different books, especially a woman and what they simple as. Women think, oh, I'm reading all the time, I'm getting smart. You getting confused. And they teach the kids that. In the school system, they want them to check out so many books a week out the library and read them. So they can bug them out full of the Babylonian juice. All these different doctrines out here. Have your kid reading these little fairy tale books out there.
Horror goosebumps and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? R.F. Sons and Dr. Seuss. Bug that head out talking about green eggs and ham.
Hey, I'm thinking about that's crazy. Remember they used to have the out here in Texas specifically, they used to have the little Rap Dog Gab program and shit, man. Read a book, do a report, get a buck. That's just showing you that's the cloak, the bullshit they package shit, man. They package all this garbage and they put it in a nice package and you see like, okay, that's good. They promoting the kids to read, but what are they doing? They filling their head full of nonsense, man. You going to a book fair and ain't nothing this is the book that we supposed to be in. This is our history right here, man. This is our history and our future. Our law, statutes, commandments is in that book, man. I brought it up before, man. I remember the first book I really got into when she was reading was about fucking Davy Crockett, man. A fucking devil, man. That stole this land and took part in stealing this land, man.
What's that Boone?
Yeah, Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone was a bad man because he had a damn knife.
Well, really, it was just I was getting into the warfare what attracted me, but I was idolizing the damn devil, man. Instead of knowing if I wanted to get in and read about some real warriors and men of war, I should have read about King David.
Many other men. Bring that out.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further by these my son be admonished of making many books. There is no end.
Yeah, so that's a warning. Admonish. All right, bro. Admonish. Basically, I'm warning you. Be aware of all the making of many books. Esau is the king of that. Esau, these Edomites, I'm talking about the elites, and then the people that work for them, who they did the publishing companies and all that stuff. They got all kind of books out here in these libraries, stores, and they bug you out. You can sit in the library and read all day and think, oh, I'm smart, I know a lot. You don't know shit, but a bunch of madness. And now you can't sift through it. You don't know what's true because you got all this knowledge, so to speak. That's why the Most High gotta be dealing with you on some level to wake you up to this truth. Because our mind was full of garbage at one time in the past too, before we found out we was Israelites. Yeah. You was gonna say?
Yeah. I mean, just like you're going into from when a young kid, it's according to the law in this land, your kids have to be in school. Right. So that they know that they got it. Once your kids are in school, they're going to indoctrinate them for about 12, 13 years and put all that stuff in their head so that way they can just be Babylonians, full-on Babylonians. So by the time they get to encounter the truth, they might not receive it. But just like the brother said, the Most High had mercy on us, that he opened up our minds, even though we had all that filth in our heads, that we could receive the truth. So it was really a ploy by Esau to try and, keep the men that were going to wake up from receiving the truth, because they knew that that there was going to eventually be those people rising up, which are us today. Yeah. Most High willingly, we're all those men.
Yeah, and then if your child misses school, your people talk down on you. They'll talk bad about you if you drop out of school, or you need to have your son in school, or you need to have my neighbor wicked ass was saying that shit. She was talking down on somebody else because they child had missed many days of school, and she was talking shit about her. It's really best to stay away from that shit. But we understand we in America, aka Babylon the Great, and that's law. You gotta have your kid in this public school or home school, or you gotta go according to this white man's curriculum.
They'll charge you with truancy. You'll get fined.
Go ahead, finish that out.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end.
Right.
And much study is weariness of flesh.
Yep. So try to bug yourself out. That's why them dudes, all them guys over there in the so-called conscious community, they read all them books. They say they got all this knowledge, and they bugged out, and they steady. Oh, I'm on the seat. Oh, especially polite. He said he got to eat the right food, especially brain food, because he got to obtain a bunch of the stuff he reads. Something to that effect. He said that. Bring that out.
Matthew 13, verse 9. Who had ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came.
Right, so it ain't saying, because we all can hear. If you got two ears, unless you're deaf with a hearing aid, or don't have a hearing aid, should I say, then you can hear. So it ain't talking about hearing, it's talking about understanding. Read it out from the top.
Matthew 13, verse 9. Who had ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered,
Right, because the understanding of the parables is only going to be understood, comprehended by the elect. Parables. This whole book is a book of parables. I mean, not all of it, but it's many parables in this book. It's a book of dark sayings and parables. So the disciple was asking Yahushua, why are you speaking to these Israelites, the large number of Israelites, this great multitude in parables, to where they can't get what you're saying, because they thought, well, this knowledge, you coming back is for Israel, and go ahead, and that's what they was thinking back then.
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Right. So the mysteries of this knowledge, wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Bible, is only given to the elect of the nation Israel, the potential elect. I gotta, I got that from Apostle Gabar, because all of us, like I said earlier, we don't know if we of the elect, but we could potentially be of the elect, and all the other brothers around the world that's bringing out the word and basically following this book. Is that it on that? Yeah, go ahead.
For whosoever had, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever had not, from him shall be taken away, even that he had. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Yep. Even if Yahweh Shai was being plain with them, because we come out and bring out basic information, basic knowledge. Parables do get brought down and broken down from time to time, but a lot of things are just basic knowledge. That's why, like I was saying earlier, when we first come into the truth, you think that you're gonna have a breakthrough with your people or with your friends when you teach them, or you trying to teach them about the scriptures, and they can't get it. They just can't get it. That's because the Most High ain't dealing with everybody like that. There's more? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Finish that last verse. Yeah. All right, that's good. Yeah, we gotta get that. Which one of y'all gonna sleep? Somebody can move over.
So Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And
and this is more so the time than any other time, because every day is one day closer to the kingdom of heaven being here. That's how you gotta think. One day you make it through that day, that's one day closer. And we're supposed to be watching what's jumping off with all the issues going on in the world. All the things going on with this war festing up over there in Syria. All the things that's happening here in America, all the laws that's being passed. How the economy, following the economics. Checking the gold prices, checking the stock market, which the stock market is just really smoke and mirrors. It's really just it's a racket. It's a fluctuation game that the elite set up. Read on that. That's what we're supposed to be watching. Anything happen that's anything that's happening that's relevant to prophecies in the scriptures, that's what we're supposed to be focused on. The chip, you can't forget about that. The mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. It's coming, man. All these things are coming. They right around right around the corner, man. You can see Esau more so every day, little by little. You can see these prophecies coming to pass. You can see Esau. He's trying to get the gun. He want to get the guns from the people. All kind of shit. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 39 verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies.
Right, so we're supposed to be occupied and watching for these prophecies. Bring it up.
Revelation 19 verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Worship God, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Right. What verse is that?
Revelation 19 verse 10.
Right.
Revelation
so
19.
That's the most important thing, is the prophecies. Us being delivered out of America